Hello and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year, even on days like today when I am running horribly late. I apologize. Seriously, I apologize. I was doing my makeup and the pad of makeup, it cracked and just shattered and just went all, I'm still finding all over in every crevice in every I mean, the thing just went so yeah. So random powder. nice lovely, ivory powder anyway. But thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can always skip me jibber jabbing, and you can go down in the description box where all the questions are laid out, and I timestamp them as I go. So, Revolution Ricky has, and the star of the show, the kitty who can play Beethoven's Fifth Symphony on piano, Boo-Boo Kitty. Well, yes, but he's resting now. I can't prove that because he's resting now. He's actually asleep. He's actually asleep right here. So, and I'm trying to think, what else was I going to say? Oh, I know. The overlay today and the angel pin is in memory of those who died on 9/11. Bless. They were all different people of all different color, creed, sexuality, just the whole swath of humanity, and all of our beautiful souls who I truly feel they are loved on the other side, and the angels are taking care of them, and have helped them. And I pray for everyone who is still here who was directly affected. Bless. Okay. Well, thank you, Rob D. Thank you, Rob. That's very kind of you. Okay. All right. There's a video going around, and I'll talk about this as I'm finishing up here. I have not. I've seen the video, but I don't know if there are videos that show something similar. So I wasn't going to start with this, but it takes a little bit of explaining. So I'm going to move number 3 to number 1. And we are starting at about 4:30. Let's say 4:30. Okay. So if you guys have not seen the video, last year in May of 2021, I guess the con artist himself, he was going from Mar-a-Lago to Bedminster, and there's video of him that was published in the Daily Mail at the time that people didn't really pay much attention to, where his aide, he was getting on a private plane to go to Bedminster, and his aides were carrying these bankers boxes that are identical to the bankers boxes that were in the evidence photo about classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. They're now, excuse me, they're just white bankers boxes with the blue text, the blue box on it. It says bankers box, and minimal, like a blue stripe, minimal decoration. So they're fairly common. I own many bankers boxes. Matter of fact, I've been working on a way to reorganize the stuff in this room that you don't see, but it's, the bookshelves and everything. And so I've been counting my boxes, and it turns out I have 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I've got 16 bankers boxes here. I've got 9 more in the closet. I'm emptying out 2 as I'm getting rid of stuff in the basement. And then I've got another 2 down there, I believe. So when it comes to bankers boxes, that's kind of my jam. However, I did get the black ones with the pinstripes, just for visual. So it's easy on me. So last one, and then I can grab the cards. So I don't know if this is like a normal thing, but I was on Midas Touch. They were going over it this morning, and they showed the video, and you're not missing much. It's from a far distance, so they've zoomed way in, so it's a little grainy, but that's fine. And it's obviously Trump, and there's a private plane, and he's standing around, about to get on the plane, but not quite. And he turns back around, and he has aides coming towards him, and they're carrying bankers boxes. And I saw maybe 5, 6, something along those lines, just in that video. And correct me if I'm wrong, but on Midas Touch, didn't he say that this video was taken about 2 days after Trump was contacted by the National Archives? And then once he was in Bedminster, of course, we know the Saudis came for the live golf tournament that they've been really bankrolling. And suddenly, Stephanie Miller and Lisa Graham are agreeing, yes. Yeah. So, what was in the boxes? I mean, I'm hoping somebody can show me. I'm hoping somebody can show me video of Trump, because if you think about this, that was last May. How many times has he gone to Bedminster and then moved back to Mar-a-Lago for the winter, and then gone back to Bedminster? So there have to be other videos. Well, there's certainly been other times where he has picked up and moved most of his stuff, and then moved it again to go back to Mar-a-Lago, and then gone north again. Did he have bankers boxes all of those times? Was he already planning to go to Bedminster, or did this suddenly happen once the National Archives contacted him? Details. I very, very much want the details. Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. Yes, 2 days post National Archives contact. What was in the box? What was in the boxes? And anybody who thinks, oh, come on, at the end of the day, I mean, they wouldn't actually do anything like that. Please remember that Jared Kushner literally gave Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, basically the person ruling Saudi Arabia, gave him an enemies list within Saudi Arabia that was from the CIA. Jared Kushner took the CIA's enemies list and gave it to bin Salman. And funny, a few days later, suddenly there were a massive arrests and torture. What a coinky dink. So anyone who thinks, oh, come on, they wouldn't give that they wouldn't give important information or sell important information to, they already have. Thank you, Rassin Reeds. Four of Pentacles. Desperation. Trump, desperate for money. Desperate for money. Kelly says, and yet he is free to walk this earth. I know. I'm with you. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, the money. There's a plan. Page of Swords. I do what I want. Absolute corruption and betrayal. Death of... Yeah. Look, I realize that tarot isn't 100% accurate. That's not how this works. I understand that. But this energy... Hi. FBI, you need to go to Bedminster, like, now. You need to interview everybody at Bedminster now. Every bit of security footage you can find. Every. Thank you, Gerardo. Roxana Lee says, Trump is a bottomless pit. There isn't enough money on earth for him. Well, there isn't enough money because, well, one, he's a sociopath, and sociopaths, psychopaths, they don't get the same kind of dopamine reaction from emotional connection and what have you. So they start using things like money as a measure of whether they're successful or not, because they can understand if a number is high or low. But also, he's just racked up just an obscene amount of debt. So, yeah, Stephanie Martin, these are some unsubtle cards. I agree with you. Yeah. Deborah Johnson says, Autumn, you keep calling for them to do that. I'm sorry I sound like a broken record, but it's just... But the video and the thing in the boxes and Semper says they can't investigate or look for more docs because of Judge Cannon. I don't know. If it's a different place, if it's a different situation. But if they go to a local judge up there, anyway. So this is not subtle. That is seriously not subtle. I apologize. I need a drink. I'm out. I'm just gonna grab whatever I can. Hang on. Quickly. Okay. I'm having a soda because it's right there. So. All right, so sorry. Oh, you're okay, sweetheart. You're okay. You're okay. You don't need to worry. You are the baby boo. You are the precious. Yes, you are. You're the precious one. You are the good boy. Okay. A friend saying my neighbor and I were just talking about all this, that he's put our country in a bad place with other countries. Oh, hasn't he just? Oh, Sarah's still in the chat. Awesome. I mean, yes, Boo Boos and Kitty. Oh, and who noticed? Cat Shepherd. Cat Shepherd noticed the Easter eggs, or rather, Halloween eggs. And Lucky Heroine noticed too. Yes. And there's a trick-or-treat one right there. Anyway. Friend or bonuses, that sounds so good. Oh, the soda. Dave says, I like chess because it's a break from the illogical politicians. Yes. Lucky Heroine says, I want them. I'll have to grab the link and put them in the description box for you guys if anybody's interested, because they're awesome. There's another one too. I just don't have it up. It's there's some heinous questions today. So I love this trick or treat one. So I've put it over here because that's the one you see the most when I'm on camera. And then you've got this Don't Be a Scaredy Cat and the Happy Halloween with the bat. It's a very happy little bat. And these are really this lovely old-fashioned. Are they cute? The only one I don't have an actual pillow in right now because it was a set of 4. That was the 4th one. Yeah, which is fun too. But I only had 3 pillows, 3 pillows handy, so those are they made the cut anyway. All right. Okay, let's go back to the heinous readings about the heinous people. Oh, Linda Scott, thank you for your patience. Okay. Darren says my 3 cats are sleeping too. I'm glad you guys like it. All right. This is crazy town. Huh. Yes, Ricky, they are. Yeah, that's absolutely. So is this. All right. 19 minutes in. This is crazy. Georgia is looking into Pastor Steve Lee. Have you guys heard about this? A well-known police chaplain who received acclaim for his tremendous work after 9/11. Good. But he's being looked into for alleged intimidation tactics with election workers. Claims were made that Lee would drive to the homes of workers and try to extract a confession of wrongdoing. After the 2020 election, these visits would be timed around the contact of Trump's workers and supporters. Did Trump attempt his own version of the Spanish Inquisition? Because nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Dear great Gussie, are you kidding me? Kelly says real life mob tactics. Exactly. Thank you, Linda. Man O'Day. All right, first of all, it's Pastor Steve Lee is where we're going to start. Pastor Steve Lee. Intimidation. You're a pastor. I love, sarcastically, love these people who swear up and down how Christian they are, how their lives are based on the teaching of Christ, and they are gun-toting, intimidating, work with me here. Gun-toting, intimidating, pushy, vile, entitled, dangerous. Don't tell me you follow Christ and you're doing all of this. No. I was raised Catholic. I've had great familiarity. I used to have great familiarity with the Bible, and that's not Jesus. That's not his teachings. That is the opposite. Antithetical? Is that the word? Something like that. Just no. So, pastor. Oh, yes, Adam and Eve. Right, because Jesus would have gone around trying to intimidate people into admitting wrongdoing. Antithesis. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Antithetical. Antithetical? What's the it's synonym? I've been watching way too much Dylan Hollis. I can't say cinnamon anymore because he says synonym on purpose. So I just tried to say synonym and it came out synonym. Oh gosh. Anyway. 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords. And antithetical. How do you pronounce that word? I can't. I'm tripping over it this morning or this afternoon. Oh my gosh, this is lies. This whole, these people have been lied to about the election, so they take matters into their own hands and they want to send people to antithetical. Thank you, Holly. Thank you. Antithetical. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why it just went. Anyway, they wanted to put people in prison because they believed lies, because of this message of absolute lies. Yeah, Kelly, the teachings, do as I tell you to do and shut up about it. Antithetical. Thank you, guys. Kathy had a piece of trivia on that pastor. Katie Arbuckle, I love Dylan Hollis. Oh, absolutely. Okay, I don't see it, but that's okay. Scott Conwell, you remember good old antithetical, don't you, Autumn? Oh, antithetical. Ah, yes, she made amazing pies. Pie. 3.14. Anyway, 25 minutes in. I just, Trump was behind this. I mean, he just keeps talking about it. It's not like you say, well, gosh, was he behind any of this? He was out there talking every day. He's still talking every day about this. So, yeah. Seriously, people. 25 minutes in. Newsweek is saying... Newsweek is reporting there's a chance that more of Trump's crimes are, as they are unearthed. Hear me digging for a long time. As more of Trump's crimes... As more of Trump's crimes are unearthed, the bigger the chance Bill Barr will be implicated alongside him for letting Trump get away with it. Bill Barr be indicted. Bill Barr. Sort of truth. Oh yeah, he's just telling the truth now. But he didn't at the time. And he knows things that were in the Mueller report that we don't know about. Not saying a word. Do not trust him. He is a snake. He is a scoundrel. Do not trust Bill Barr. Lady, I agree. They will need a supersized shovel to find all the crimes Trump has done. Yeah. Yeah. Part of the cult. 3 of Swords, cult of Trump. 3 of Swords, judgment. 6 of Swords, Page of Wands. He's trying to avoid prison himself. It feels like he's trying to cooperate with anything he can now, of course, to a point. If he can say something bad about somebody else, yeah. But coming clean about his own misdeeds, don't hold your breath. But he was absolutely a part of the cult, and he hurt all of us with all the things he sat by doing. But there's big judgment hanging, and this is the potential of going to prison, and this is the messenger. So he's trying to be the messenger, so he's less likely to be the one going to prison. He's playing a game. And remember when we were so angry and we were so scared for our democracy, and he was being so heinous, and a reporter called him on his garbage, and he just smirked, and the smirk just really, he smirked and said, well, history is written by the victors. Don't forget that. Yes, Dr. Nancy Barr is the lead flying monkey. Absolutely. So, lead flying monkey, Renfield, are you going to end up being indicted? He thinks he can play the game. He thinks he can play the game. He can find somebody else. He'll cooperate. And so nothing bad will happen to him, because he'll just throw anybody into. How much trouble is he in? Oh, he'll just keep throwing people under the bus to save himself. Knight of Cups. Oh, they have questions. Oh, yeah. Law enforcement of whatever nature have questions for Bill Barr. Oh, yeah. Communication, Page of Pentacles, strength. This is minimizing his own, trying to minimize his own. Oh, well, you know, there was communication that I needed to do what I was told. Of course, you know, I served, you know, on the president's whim. I just did. Are you gonna throw Trump under the bus? Like fully, not just right now. He's just kind of complaining about Trump. Deborah Johnson, because Barr, like Trump, has always gotten away with whatever he's done. Exactly. The plan. Oh my gosh, this guy is a scumbag. Oh my gosh, he's got the energy of a scumbag. I don't do personal readings very often, but if you come to me and you say, hey, you know, I'm thinking about dating this guy and he has this energy, I'll do the full meme. I will take my cards and I will use the cards to spell out dump him. Tower, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups. Do not underestimate the Democrats. But yeah, he just destroyed the country. Oh well. He believes in absolute power of the presidency. It's presidential unified theory. Is that it? I can't word today. I can't brain today. It's not good. He was one of the central faithful, but these fully underestimated Democrats, it's right here. Roxana Lee says, I hope it rains on his parade. That I will totally agree with. I don't want any of these people hurt. I don't want them dead. I don't want them sick. I don't want anything like that to happen to them. But them to be held accountable for the truth to reign on their parade of corruption and lies, please. Katie Arbuckle is saying, wait, there are tarot memes? There aren't many, but there are some, and they're very funny. The ones that survive are very funny. Thank you, M. Kelpie. Thank you, Wheezy Squeeze Box. Unitary executive theory. That's it. Unitary executive theory. Okay. All right. He's so awful. Okay, but Greta had a question. Let's move on to that. 32 minutes in. This is very interesting wording, Greta. I really like this. All right. Greta's question is, does Trump have more documents hidden somewhere? Okay, fair enough. Why haven't his other residents been searched? Okay, and I've asked that. I've asked that question. Is it too late? That is a good question. Is it too late for them to search his other properties? I think that's a very important question. Dave says, Autumn, I never initiate the use of force, but judo is okay. Which is that I really can't brain today. I don't know what's wrong with me. What can I think of things? There is a type of martial arts where it uses the force of the attacker to defeat the attacker. There's a name for it, and it's right there, but I can't. Anyway. Tiffany Leland says, or have they been searched and we don't know? Well, when they searched Mar-a-Lago, Trump couldn't keep his mouth shut. So I have real trouble. Glenbard Jiu-Jitsu, thank you. Thank you. Stephanie Martin saying maybe they searched. It wasn't announced. But Trump can't keep his mouth shut. Is it too late to search the other properties? Is it too late to search Trump's other properties? Good question, Greta. Aikido and Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you. Three of Swords. It's going to be heartbreaking when they do figure it all out. Dave says judo is slang for jiu-jitsu. Awesome. Thank you. 5 of Cups. 4 of Wands. So that's Mar-a-Lago. That's his base of power. Tower. King of Cups. Fool. Oh, they're going to find out what was taken. They are going to figure it out. Now, are they going to fully understand where it all went? They're going to learn enough. They're going to learn quite a bit. But here's disappointment. They've been going to Mar-a-Lago and going through all of that. They didn't get everything. They just didn't. At Mar-a-Lago. This is the damage Trump did. This is Biden's DOJ, whatnot. And this is Trump, who thinks he can do anything he wants. You guys talking about Aikido and Jiu-Jitsu. Isn't Tai Chi, isn't that also martial arts that's used for defense only? But I don't know. Okay. 36. Go get hit. Go search. Go do the... Okay. I'm a broken record. I'm sorry. 3630. Moxie Cha-Cha had a question. I love that name. 3630. And if you're wondering why the light's a little weird today, it's because it's overcast and rainy here. So that does weird things to the lighting. So, and then I have this blue filter on my glasses, so to block the blue light. Hello. So it catches, and I've got blue eyeliner on, so it catches the light off of the computer, and I've on and off got some really fun blue eyeshadow type, 80s all the way across. Cat Shepherd Fast Tai Chi, bright. Yeah. So Moxie Cha-Cha is asking, will Melania divorce Trump after his indictment? I suspect she's waiting for Barron to turn 18, but 18, 21, something like that. But Heather Formosa says, I must say this really confuses me. With such secrets at stake, why do they have to go through the courts? Can't the security agencies just go as it is a national emergency? You get FISA courts that, you keep things quiet judicially, where it's like, no, we need to go watch this. We need to go get this. We need to go. But I guess past a point where they've gone in and searched and what have you, then you can get the courts involved. But Kelby says, I read she has to wait until he's 17. Okay. Knight of Swords. Aggressive law enforcement. But let's see what that means. 8 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Death card. Page of Pentacles. Her son. She's been through the ringer. She does not want to be in a romantic relationship with him anymore. No. She thought she had a good life. Then she found out everything. Also, remember, she was able to redo her prenup when Trump went into the White House. Remember, she stayed up in New York. She redid the prenup. So if she did certain things, she stayed with him as first lady. She did this and this and this. Should get more money. And she's been through the ringer. He's abusive. He's awful. He's disgusting. I mean, I cannot. To have your significant other, who you are in a monogamous relationship with, cheat on you repeatedly, including with porn stars, with no protection. There should be laws, because you are putting someone at risk for permanent sickness and possible death. And anyway, that's true, Lisa Graham. Not half of nothing is nothing, Melania. Exactly. But the walking away, it is over. She's hanging in there for Barron. That's it. Tiffany Lilly says she's just as bad as him. Lucky Heroine says Melania picked him knowing who he is. Well, one, he did try to charm her to some extent. Two, yeah, they're both materialistic, and her chart is wildly materialistic. But knowing what she was getting into, she thought she was different. So, Manat says so much money in those cards. Yeah. But, 4145. 4145. Will there be any money left for Melania to get? Will there be any money left for Melania to get? Come on, Letitia James. Anna says that was discussed years ago but failed. I don't know. Guadalupe V says your look today is very Warhol. He would have loved you. Thank you. Will there be any money left for Melania to get? King of Swords. That's the courts making decisions. Ten of Pentacles. Well, the theory is it's this dynasty and there's a lot of money to be had. Huh? She is feeling completely hemmed in and bound. Fool. Empress. Motherhood. Disappointment. All kinds of disappointment. It's going to be a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of what she was promised or what she was expecting. I hope her boyfriend's rich for her sake, because her materialism, she's going to be very unhappy. She's a very unhappy person when it finally comes down to what money does Melania get. Kathy Delisle's asking, how about half of a golf course? Well, if Letitia James can, the New York Attorney General, even though it's a civil case, not a criminal case, she has full right to dissolve Griftco. Trump org. I call it Griftco. She can take the whole thing apart. And I've been getting that that's what she's going to do. Chat Wadsworth is asking, will Melania have to fight the Three Stooges for the money? What money? Oksana Lee says she could sell her jewels. Maybe. Will she have to fight the Three Stooges for the money? Oh, there they are, the Three Stooges, waiting for their more money to come in. Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Don't forget, do you guys remember, it was later in the presidency after Melania had done her best to turn the Rose Garden, was it the Rose Garden, or it was just, yeah, she did her best to try to turn it into a parking lot. She was up there with Trump, and Ivanka went up to the podium and spoke, and then turned around to where Donald and Melania were standing there, and the look on Melania's face, because Ivanka basically turned around and must have just looked at her father or something and just like and then just walked away, because Melania, if I remember this video, she was just looking, she was smiling, she was looking at Ivanka, and then as Ivanka turned and walked away, she went. Ivanka was always trying to one-up her. And the others feel absolutely, whatever money there is, it's theirs. It's not hers. Wow. Thank you, Garda. It's very sweet of you. God. Kathy Delisle, narcissist. GM Dave, sour. On the defensive. Again, they think they deserve it. They've got their own legal worries. Ooh, Junior's partying. I mean, Melania, we know she's been doing, who was it? I'm so sorry. You were saying earlier about Melania doing weird things for money. Well, don't forget, Junior, he now does, what was it? He now does videos where he'll like wish you a happy birthday or whatever else for money. What multi-millionaire needs to do that? Seriously. Doesn't he have huge deals to do and buildings being built? And no, he's Cameo. That was it. Yeah. Junior's doing cameos. Ooh, boy, is it coming down. Can you guys hear the rain? Good. Glad you guys can hear it. It's very nice. Black and orange ambience videos. Very ASMR. I'll just shuffle the cards. Nuclear magenta is the next question. At 49.30. Will evidence eventually show there was a criminal link between the stolen classified documents and the January 6th insurrection? Well, let's have a look. Classified documents, January 6th insurrection. Well, it's all goes under the art of the con man. Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, Chariot, Ace of Wands, Thief. It doesn't feel necessarily like they are directly related, but it's people involved going to prison. Big, showy, like this is the January 6th hearings. This is the search at Mar-a-Lago over his actions to steal. He's a thief and a con man. And that's what the cards are saying. I'm not getting a card of unity, of it all coming together other than Trump being awful and people around him enabling him. That's all that is. So, all right, I thought this would help, but it doesn't. Kathy Rollins, there's Ginny Thomas. Oh, yeah, that's a whole other thing. And why is she still swanning around? Why are any of these people still swanning around? I don't know. I don't know. But we will get through this. We will get through it together. All right, I'm just going to leave it like that because I don't know what else to do with it. Okay. Let's tidy that up. At 52:30, Eileen had a question. Let's see here. 52:30. Republican Congressman, Representative Louie Gohmert. Okay, now just right there. That's as far. It's really as far as I need to go, isn't it? You know it's going to be bad. Representative Louie Gohmert. Okay. What did he do? This will be good. Republican Congressman Representative Louie Gohmert presented a convicted January 6th rioter with a flag flown over the U.S. Capitol after her release from prison. I've got questions. The fact that he has no ethics, I think, is a given. But where did he get the flag? Was it his to give? Suburban housewife, yeah. Burn that flag. That flag should have been burnt. Yes. How did he get it? Oh, I understand, Lisa Grimm. I understand, Lisa. He'll be gone soon. I understand that, but still. Where'd you get the flag? And how is it yours to give? Louie Gohmert. I shall not miss you. That's just a fact. Infuriating. Three of Swords. Yeah, being stabbed through the heart. That's an appropriate card for this. Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, Five of Cups, Magician, Four of Swords. The plan to overturn the election. There's disappointment both ways. They didn't succeed. We're disgusted that there's anything like this happening. This is someone like Gohmert trying to go forward, but there's really not much he can do. So as infuriating as this is, it's actually like, really? That's a sum total of what you can do, huh? It's not very effective. And I imagine that people in Congress can request flags that have flown over the Capitol building. I would imagine, they can put it in their offices. They can give it to constituents. It's probably a thing, but hello, Holly. Strength. Hangman. King of Wands. Devil. Don't worry about it. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Did I disturb you? I'm sorry I sneezed. I'm sorry I sneezed. Good boy. I didn't mean to startle you. I didn't mean to startle you, good boy. Don't worry about it, is what I'm getting. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's leaving. So, yeah. Thank you, Tam. Alan Francis, I think they change the flags every hour or so. I would imagine, I don't know about every hour, but probably every day. That's my guess. Okay. Yeah, boo-boo jumped. Thank you, C. Torino. All right. So the sun's, the clouds aren't quite as dark, and now I have no features. There we go. Hi, look at that. I have features on my face. Cool beans. All right. And let's see, at 58. All right, it's 58 minutes in. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham and Kevin McCarthy. All right, this isn't going to end well either. Lindsey Graham and Kevin McCarthy are under fire from the DOJ for their incessant attacks on law enforcement as of late. Party of back in the blue, huh? As long as they're attacking the people you want attacked. Will the right realize their party no longer backs the blue? Thank you, Dave. Oh, Taylor B, that's very sweet. They're under fire from the DOJ for incessant attacks on law enforcement. Justice. Yeah. King of Cups. 3 of Swords. 3 of... oh, yeah. Just stop. Yes, it's Biden's DOJ, but stop. But this is part of their plan to try and regain power. Really? And how many people in law enforcement are going to have to get hurt first? Is this strategy going to blow up in their faces? Justice. That's a decision. That's America. King of Cups. Yeah, as more and more people get arrested over legal decisions that were made. There's America, there's Biden's DOJ. And a big old justice card. It's not a winning strategy. And as more and more people are indicted and et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah. These people, as my mother would say, some people's kids. All right. At 101, Gretchen had a question. 101. Actually, it's 45. So, will this election to the 2022 midterm election also be a referendum on Roe v. Wade? What will be the future of the pro-life movement? So, is it really going to be Rovember? Three cards. Is it really going to be Rovember? Oh, wow. It's like all the muscles in my shoulders, my back just tightened up. Man. Anger, sickness, worry. Death card. Vote for your life. Vote for the lives of women. 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands. They overstepped. This is the Republican. They overstepped. This is the Republican victory in the Supreme Court. This is all of the things the Supreme Court have come out with and are going to. It's not going to get hugely better. The Supreme Court hasn't changed. Congress is trying to pull itself together to pass some laws to just cut some of that extremism off at the pass. But they're communicating on this far-right message, and the Republicans are. And it's not going to go well for them. There may be a number of issues that people will vote based on, but this one is particularly loud and emotional. At 103 and a bit, 103:15. What will be the future of the pro-life anti-choice movement, really? Future of the anti-choice movement. Eventually, it's a non-issue. But for now, justice. They're trying to go through the courts. Three of Wands, Queen of Cups, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Out of power. Republicans on the far right, they're like, oh, okay, we got it passed. Just wait for all of the votes to roll in because of what we did. And this is the women going, no, we have been betrayed. This is the right energy getting very unsteady, very, very weak. And then you've got the real pit of despair, which is Trump's base of power. Yeah, this was not this. It's been described as with the Supreme Court basically allowing states to make their own decisions. So it's basically allowing states to be anti-choice completely. It's been described as being like a dog that finally catches the car. A dog that always chases cars, but then it finally catches a car, and then it doesn't know what to do with it. Nine of Cups. Democrats. in power. Strength, sun. Don't take women's power away. And femininity, refusal here. Oh no. You're not taking my power away. You're not taking my rights away. No. Okay, dog, you got the car. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be hanging around without off of your leash again for a long time. 106.30. Shockwave had a question. Oh, 6:30. Will school safety change in Texas and across the country? I mean, have you guys seen that video where it's getting your kid ready for school and it's with military combat gear? Will school safety change? I seriously, this energy I want to hurl. Fear and death, and it's really ugly. I have to have my gun. Not for a while. Okay, my stomach just turned. Oh, God. Ugh. Hold, please. That was awful. Now, see, now it's dark again. Oh, my stomach. Turn the brightness back up a little. Here we go. Whew. Holly and Francis, my stepdaughter and son-in-law, are probably moving from the U.S. to Europe just to keep their daughter safe from gun violence and crazy people. Sorry about this. Wow. The interview on that was terrible. Yeah, okay. I just need a minute. All right, next question. Oh, man. 11, Montana has permanently blocked changing of genders on birth certificates. Good grief. With the GOP going after our democracy and the Queen's death, experts are weighing in on which system is more at stake. That's a good question. Let's look at that. Woo, Boo Boo just figured out the door to the closet's open. I know. I'm messing with my hair too much, but I'm trying to get my stomach to settle down. There's some things I read on where, man, it's just awful. Worst reading I've ever done on this channel, oh my gosh, was about the missing Indigenous children. It was like I was slammed in the center of my chest with a massive pole. boom. It was the worst ever. But yeah, that just completely just turned my stomach. Okay, 111. Let's just look at something more intellectual. With the GOP going after our democracy and the Queen's passing, experts are weighing in on which system is more at stake, democracy or monarchy. Oh, no worries, no worries. Okay. Is democracy or monarchy more at stake right now? Or going to be more at stake here shortly? Now, this is a fairly short time frame is what I'm looking at. Which is more at stake, democracy or monarchy? Thank you, Dave. Page of Pentacles. Well, that's young people. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. High Priestess. 10 of Wands. 8 of Cups. It's not a straightforward question because the monarchy doesn't have the same kind of power. The monarchy in the UK doesn't have the same kind of power that democracy has in the US. If the monarchy, if it was decided tomorrow suddenly, that's it, we have no more monarchy in the UK. If the people of the UK said, as to down to a person, that's it, we have decided, as of right this instant, that's it, no more. They still have a democracy. They still have a parliament. All right, they still have a House of Lords, but, you know, they could work something out. If our democracy, which is creaking under, it's not going to fail, but it is creaking under the burden of this far-right garbage. If it fails, that's a whole different ballgame. And I understand the question and why somebody would ask it. I think it's an interesting thought. But in reading on this here, it's apples and oranges. So I don't know if that helped any. Kelly is asking, is the monarchy like the GOP? No. Well, is the monarchy like the GOP? Monarchy like the GOP. Page of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. 4 of Wands. Authoritarianism. No. Because the monarch, Queen Elizabeth, did not spend her time trying to undo democracy. She wasn't spending all of her time trying to gain more power. At least not that I believe of. Not that I ever saw. She wasn't always pushing the envelope and trying to get more power, to make more decisions unilaterally. So no, GOP's worse. Worse than a monarchy. Yeah. Jay Bromley said there's also a lack of OG rods and swords. Okay. Wiki, you've got a point. I mean, the modern UK monarchy, I wouldn't say it's completely apolitical, but it is surprisingly apolitical. Obviously, they lean more towards more conservative values in general, because those are the monarchists. But yes, definitely can Yeah, Kathy Rollins, and I think that's one of the ways that why the monarchy is so popular even among some Americans. It's because they don't have a lot of power. They can advise. So it's more like a fairy tale where you don't get the heinous reality of authoritarian monarchy. So, all right, I'm so sorry I've just crumbled under the weight of some of these questions today. But yes, my sweetness. I've given him TREATS, so I don't know if he's gotten half and half this morning. He's had he's had two kinds of TREATS. He's had pets. But yeah, he's tired. So he's going to complain for a while. Anyway, it's 1:40 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. Has its own channel now, and we'll do creative sprints. Do come by, bring your creative project. It can be anything: sewing, knitting, writing, graphics. If you've got a newsletter to write, anything, just come on by, and we just focus on our projects for 25 minutes, and then we spend a few minutes just trying to encourage each other, rinse and repeat. And other than that, oh, it started raining again. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. And thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. I'm serious. There are good days ahead. All right. Take care. Hello, kitty. Come on. Come on. Hello, boo boo. How are you, precious? How are you, precious? Hello, good boy. You doing okay? Are you doing okay? Joey's a good boy. I am done, by the way. I'm just going to hang out with the kitty for a minute. You're so good. You're so good. Yes, you are. Oh, yes. Yes, you are the good boo-boo. Precious. Oh, you are the precious one. You guys doing okay? Beautiful. Oh, you're good kitten. Yes. Yes, you are a good boy. Oh, you got hairpins to play with. Very exciting. Oh, what'd you find? Oh, no, cards. Oh, we're pushing the cards around. Aha. Good boy. Yes. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he got the Apple Pencil. Here, I'll put that here. There we go. All right, that's going to do it for me. Oh, now I've got much cat hair to remove. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Hang in there. Okay.